Hi Chris.
Hi Jack.
How long have you been a barista?
6 years.
Great. And what do you think of the Tamp Hammer?
I think it's really beautiful. I've not seen anything like this for coffee in terms of the design of it. I think that it would be great to try it out as a finished product.
Yeah.
I like how it feels in the hand. I like that it can balance in the hand.
Yeah.
That it doesn't feel like it will fall out. Whereas with the tampers, there's a tendency sometimes to slip out of your hand.
Okay, Chris. What do you think about the use of it, the link with the upholstery, and the use of it being an upholsterer's tool as well?
I think it's a really novel idea, and I think that it's sort of taking it away from its initial use, which is quite interesting, and that kind of thinking could be adapted to other uses as well in different industries.
Yeah. Great. And do you want to compare it with the regular tamper?
Sure. Yeah, this is a standard tamper. Yeah, you can see that it's sort of designed to sit in the fleshy part of your hand, almost like you're opening a door, like a door handle or a torch.
Yeah.
As you'd be shining it. Yeah, so that when you do press down, ideally everything's in alignment.
Yeah.
So that you don't put too much pressure through any one point of your arm.
Yeah.
If you do this like 300 times a day, you don't want to get repetitive strain.
Yeah.
But as you can see as well, like if you don't hold it well enough, or you end up talking to people like this, it can fall out of your hand.
It's quite heavy, isn't it?
It is heavy. Whereas I think that it just feels slightly different at the moment. The handle's slightly thinner, but maybe with some adjustment as the way I use it, or slight adjustment in the design, we could get closer to the sort of ergonomics that would work.
Yeah, so you think maybe like a wider base, wider stem?
Maybe a wider stem, and maybe an adjustment slightly, potentially, to enable it to sit closer to the fleshy part of your hand, so lower down. I think maybe at the moment this could be blocking it.
Yeah.
But so if I hold it like that, then I feel like it's slightly blocked at the moment from sitting in the fleshy part of my hand. Maybe the stem could be longer, and it might address that.
Okay.
You can see that this finger's sort of over here,
Yeah.
whereas on this one I can wrap it all the way around.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hi Bob.
Yes, afternoon, Jack.
How long have you been an upholsterer?
Well, it seems like since Adam was a little boy. It was a long time ago.
As in Adam and Eve?
Yes, as in Adam and Eve. But basically, no, since I've been 17, and I'm 67 now, and do the mathematics.
Oh.
What does that come to?
50 years?
Quite a long time, yes.
Wow.
Not much I haven't seen.
Well, I bet you've never seen one of those before.
No, except I haven't seen one of those. It's very clever.
Thank you.
And, yes, it's quite amazing what you can do on a computer. Absolutely incredible. Really absolutely incredible. It's quite interesting.
And what do you think of how it handles? Obviously, it's only a prototype, so it would be heavier. The real one would be heavier. But what do you think of the kind of general handling of it? And do you think it's something that you could use?
Yeah, well, it feels okay, doesn't it? A little bit more weight is necessary, of course.
Yeah.
You know, this is in nylon, so a little bit more weight for some kind of tool. You know, it's possible because you often get into very delicate areas with upholstery, little corners you can't get your elbow in, and things like this with an ordinary hammer. You almost haven't got the space to move anything.
Yeah.
So a small little tool like this, which is basically an upholsterer's hammer, as you can see, well done, very clever, and you know, you can use either end and knock these little tiny tags. Sometimes we're dealing with little tiny what we call gimp pins.
Yeah.
With a very small head, no more than 2 millimetre head, 2.5 millimetres head. and you're trying to knock those in a very awkward spot. Just that one nail sometimes is extremely difficult.
Yeah.
So a little tool like that would be quite useful, no doubt,
Great.
to an upholsterer or anybody.
Okay, so here we are. Just going to try and actually put a tack in. What did you call it again, Bob?
Well, this is what I call a gimp pin, and gimp is the braid
Yeah.
that goes around the edging of stuff, and these tiny little pins hold it on, you see, so they're not obtrusive.
Yeah.
But they're like a tiny tack, but you've got to hit them correctly, you know, and sometimes you're in awkward places, sometimes in a corner somewhere,
Yeah.
trying to get at things, and you can't swing a hammer that's this long. You can't get in there. Frequently that happens.
So you think the shorter handle would really help?
Well, I mean, a little thing like this enables you to get into awkward places, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's basically it. You wouldn't need it all the time.
Yeah.
But now and again, you know, that might be quite useful to get into little awkward corners, particularly when you're dealing with items that are wood finished. In other words, you've got to be very careful not to damage the wood. In ordinary cases, it wouldn't matter too much whether you bash the wood at all. But if you've got, say, that chair there,
Yeah.
which was just standing like, which is a wood finished chair, polished wood,
Yeah.
and obviously it's polished first. Well, you put the upholstery on afterwards. But you know, using hammers and trying to swing a hammer is quite dangerous sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, because you can easily misstrike. You know, and just hit the wood. Frequently, it happens.
Yeah.
Then you have to sort of get there and refinish the wood floor.
Yeah. So lastly, do you think you'd use it if it was actual metal?
Well, it's possible, isn't it? It's possible.
Yeah.
You need some weight behind it, though.
Yeah.
You see,
Well, that would come with the metal.
the thing is, you need weight, don't you, to actually bash the tack down.
Yeah.
Firm.
Yeah.
So, you know, really, I don't, whether or not it could get enough weight in it, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Possible.
Thank you very much.
A bit of lead in the bottom.
Great.
But very clever.
Thank you.